Um, it's a big question. And it's a question that sort of absorbed my life for the last 10 years, basically. Um, uh, what you get to understand is that the first thing is that we're all human beings, and human beings are, despite the fact that we think we're logical animals, we're not. We make strange decisions and have various different influences on us. And that then applies in the customer experience space, whether you're in the B2B marketplace or the B2C marketplace. So, you know, if you've listened to the podcast, you'll know that there's 50 million of them. Okay. But some of the big ones are things like the difference between intuitive and rational thinking. Okay. So intuitive thinking, and this is a guy called Professor Daniel Kahneman. Okay. He's won the Nobel Prize for behavioral economics. Intuitive thinking is, well, in fact, let me give you an example. It's a bit like, I don't know, you see a bar of chocolate and you think to yourself, oh, I like that. And then the other part of your brain says, nah, don't have that. You know, it's not very healthy. You know, you're putting on weight, whatever it may be. Okay. And that's the classic sort of the differences between the two. The intuitive part is going the impulse part. And again, this goes back to the days, sort of not prehistoric days, but the days of in evolutionary terms, are sort of the core part of our brain. And then the frontal lobe is the bit that gives us that sort of more rationalized thinking. So the intuitive part is very quick, it's on demand, it makes quick decisions, it's easy to make a choice. The rational part is when you really hear about people thinking. So when people say, that's a good point, I need to think about that, or, you know, let me consider that for a bit, or something like that, that's the more rational part of things.